Hi guys, hope you're all keeping safe and well. We've put together some information for you on COVID-19 and some little tips on coping with it, although I'm sure you are all coping with it and doing as well as you can. What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is also called coronavirus. A virus is a tiny particle that can infect people and make them ill. If you've ever had a flu or a cold, you have already had a virus. Your body's immune system, that is the special cells in your body, fights against the virus. Most people will get better from COVID-19 after a number of days or weeks. Some people need medical help to get better. A very small number of people will unfortunately die from the virus. Symptoms of COVID-19. Tell your parents or carers if you are worried that you have the symptoms. Some of the common symptoms are having a tight chest or difficulty breathing, having joint pain, having a fever, being short of breath, having a headache, or a cough. So if you're worried, tell your parents or carers. There are big changes happening because of the virus. One day we were going to school and work, and the next day we had to stay home. We have to keep away from other people as much as possible. This is called social distancing. Some people call it physical distancing because we stay physically apart from people. We can still contact people by phone or online. Big changes include having to cancel activities. For example, no cinema, no sports gatherings, no parties, no restaurants. We are all getting used to big changes. Being out of school can feel like a good thing to some people, but not to others. Change of routine can feel okay for some people, but it's not so good for others. Everybody is different, and it takes time to get used to big changes, and this is true for everyone. Lots of change can lead to lots of uncertainty, and uncertainty can lead to worry and anxiety. Everybody is feeling a little bit more worried and anxious right now, and the feelings you are having are normal. So if you're feeling scared or anxious, angry or frustrated, worried or bored, if you're feeling fed up and sad, or any of the other feelings you're having, they are all normal. The body sensations you might be having are normal. You might find you're doing more stimming. You might find tightness in your muscles from tension. You might feel more tired because you're trying to cope with all these changes. You might feel that you're moving more, or you might find that you're moving less. The thoughts you might be having are normal. You might think you have symptoms of COVID-19. A lot of people worry that they do. You might have worried thoughts about becoming sick and dying. You might have worried thoughts about others becoming sick and dying. You might have a lot of uncertainty about what happens next. You might worry that the crisis will go on for a long time. You might feel disappointment about missing activities you were looking forward to. And you could have sad thoughts about missing friends and family and other important people in your lives, like your teachers or your helpers or your coaches. What can we do? Remember, We only have so much control over things that happen in our lives. Some people say we only have about 15% control over what happens in our lives. That's what we can deal with. The rest of that is for other people to take care of, and people everywhere are trying to make sure we are all taken care of. The government, the medical staff, the emergency service, people working in industry and shops are all trying to make sure we're all taken care of. What can you do? You can follow the advice. You can stay healthy by staying at home, maybe going out for a little bit of exercise with your mom or dad or your carer, washing your hands, not touching your face. You can mind yourself. Look after your well-being. Are you sleeping okay? Are you eating okay? Are you getting enough exercise and movement? Are you resting and relaxing? Are you having fun with your interests and hobbies? Are you learning new things? Are you connecting with people? Tell them how you feel. Are you following good routines? Some people take medication. Are you taking medication if you need to? Planning helps. This is a good time to see if you are doing enough planning so that everything isn't a worry in your head. We keep lists and schedules. We keep good routines. Maybe we use visual reminders to help us remember the things we can do and the things that we need to do. Activities help. Do the things that you enjoy and that interest you. Stim if you need to. Read if it relaxes you. Some people find yoga is great. Some people find exercise is calming. Breathing exercises are really helpful. Some people enjoy art or playing their games on the computer and other devices. We can also mind other people. Follow the advice we're given to try not to pass on the virus. Offer help to others now and again. Say something nice to someone, for example. What can I do if I'm anxious? Anxiety can be different for different people. Some people have worries. Some people cry. Some people get sweaty. Some people can't concentrate. Some people get angry when they're anxious. They have tummy aches or they go to the toilet a lot. It's different for different people, but anxiety is very unpleasant. Right now, it's a very natural feeling to be having. Breathing is really useful, like I said before. Deep breathing can regulate your breath. This can regulate your body. This can regulate your emotions. So it's a good idea to try different kinds of breathing techniques to see what suits you. There's lazy 8 breathing, where you can trace the 8 with your finger. There's 6-sided breathing. There's imagining that you're smelling a flower and blowing out a candle breathing. There's good videos on YouTube to help with breathing. Square breathing is something useful to try. There's the link. Deep pressure activities can be very calming. It's worth trying out some of these. Massage is good. Gentle helper squishes. Blanket tortilla. Belly in the ball. Self squeezes. Using your Therapeutic or Play-Doh. Hand muscle massage or having a quiet downtime place where you can go to be away from everyone. So you remember, one of these might suit you, all of them might suit you. It's worth trying what relaxes you. Ways of managing your thoughts can be helpful. Sometimes we have thoughts that are very unpleasant, big worries. Maybe you can imagine that your mind is like the sky and the thoughts are clouds which are just passing by. Imagine your thoughts just floating away as new thoughts come in. Or there are examples here like river stream, passengers in a bus, or suggestion box. Try and see which one suits you. Make a list of coping tools that work for you. Sometimes when we're anxious, we forget all the good things that help us stay calm, just when we need them. So making a list so you can remember, there are things that help me stay calm, and I'll try them and practice them. See how it goes. So that's the end of our information, and thank you for reading and listening. We hope you keep safe and well, and that all this will be over soon.